What's up, everybody? It's Riley here. I'm reacting to the end of Georgia Tech Louisville. I have no idea who's going to win this game. It's been a back and forth game. It's been a good game, too. I really hate the fact I have to look up live streams on YouTube for it and somehow get lucky with a stream like this to watch it. But it works. Oh, he's going back. Oh, he loses the ball. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Georgia Tech is struggling. They did not score at all throughout the second half. Oh my. Oh no. Oh no. That's definitely a fumble. There is no doubt about that. That was really bad. If you're Georgia Tech, you just gotta forget about it and get back on D. And that's not good defense. And he's off to the races and he is gone. Are you kidding? Touchdown Louisville. My dad is not going to be happy. Because my dad bet Georgia Tech to cover 7.5 points. Now they're down by 8. Wow. Unbelievable. Wow. And like I said, Georgia Tech, you just got to forget about it. Just get back on offense, score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion. And there's a guy with a cramp. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Good. So it's a let's see here. Wait, hold up. Yeah, no, it's an 8-point game. Just trying to do some math. Georgia Tech is probably gonna blow it. Yeah, my dad was hoping Georgia Tech would win as well because he bet money. I could care less who wins because I don't care for either team. But yeah, I'm just gonna flip it when they actually get like a play going, and I have the sound system on like really quiet, so um, that way we don't get a copyright strike. Because last time we got a copyright strike, and we got like an actual strike. Like the stream got taken down immediately, Even though I didn't even show the game, I just had the sound on, and that was it. I was letting you guys listen to the game when I was building a Lego set. And of all streams they choose that one to terminate and give me a copyright strike. Meanwhile, they don't give out any of these ones that are streaming it. Like this, like I'm actually streaming this on YouTube because Spectrum decided to have a whole fiasco, or Spectrum, Disney's having a whole fiasco with ESPN and that, so I can't even stream it. And I have ESPN Plus as well. I'm paying money for that as well, and I can't even stream the game like the normal channels. I can only watch like small team games on ESPN Plus. It's really dumb. Like if I'm paying for ESPN Plus, I should be allowed to get access to any game if I'm paying for ESPN Plus. Well, I'm not the one paying, but you know what I mean. I should be able to get everything I want, but I can't. So now I have to rely on YouTube and praying that someone is streaming one of these games like this. All right, here we go. We'll flip it back. Hold up. Okay. All right, here we go. It's 1st and 10. Okay, apparently they put ads in the middle of streams now. Did not know that. Okay. They got 4 yards, I guess. Incomplete. I was almost picked off. All right, come on, Georgia Tech. Come on, Georgia Tech. My dad needs you, and I want him to be waking up mad. Why would you throw that deep? This game's over. I think they're gonna punt. Georgia Tech is gonna choke. I cannot believe this. I couldn't even believe they were losing. Louisville just scored 19 unanswered points. Are they going for it? They're going for it. On 4th and 6. Who's going to win it? And incomplete. Not the game yet, though. If they score again, it's the game. There's still 3 minutes left. And Georgia Tech still has all 3 timeouts, so it's not over quite yet, but it's close to being over. If they score again, then it's over. Yeah, no. I cannot believe that. Well, when you allow 19 unanswered points, but when Louisville scores 19 unanswered points, that doesn't help either. I could care less who wins this game because I don't care for either team. You guys are wondering. I'm a Michigan Wolverines fan. Big Michigan Wolverines fan. Oh, will be a big one. Yeah, Georgia Tech had him the first half. Yeah, I was at my dad's good friend's house that we know. We were watching on we were watching on his projection screen. We were watching the Miami game because he's a big Miami, because my dad's friend is a really big Miami fan. And they absolutely destroyed him. Notre Dame, ew. No, it's okay. I know a couple of my good friends are. I know a couple of people that are friends of mine that are Ohio State fans. So yeah, I don't really care. One of my good friends as well is also Notre Dame, and like one of my best friends, he's a Notre Dame fan, so I could care less. Yeah, Notre Dame. That really triggers me though. I really hate. The fact that Notre Dame is not in an ACC when they're in ACC for everything else. I find that really dumb. Like, granted, yes, I know they have like the whole contract with like being independent with NBC, but I still think it's dumb. And plus, that's not even a thing anymore because now NBC's got Big Ten games now. Yeah, I do know that they stopped the rivalry though. Like they don't play anymore, which kind of sucks. That was always a big rivalry in like week two, like the few opening weeks. It was always like a big rivalry game. Yeah, no, I mean, Stanford. I forget they're big rivals. We got California, and then we have SMU coming in as well. Plus, they need to join in so we can just have an even number of ACC teams. But plus, that way Notre Dame can actually play an actual schedule and then prove that they actually do deserve to be in the college football playoff instead of getting demolished by a ton. The only reason why they're always undefeated usually like that is just because they just play easy teams. Because they're independent. I'm very happy though that we got. I'm pretty happy. I think that the ACC should be fine. I mean, most of the teams are probably gonna be staying still. Like it's really just gonna be you got part of like the Big 12. I would say you got part of them still, but granted you're losing the two biggest teams, Oklahoma and Texas, to the SEC. But aside from that, you should Big 12 is kind of getting irrelevant, but it's still fine. Pac-12 is dead. We all know that. Pac-12 is pretty much dead. But no, really at this point it's really just gonna be Big 10, SEC, those like the two like big dogs, and then we have the Pac-2, the Tupac, as they say. Rapper Tupac, rest in peace, by the way. And then you got the ACC, which is like the middle of the like the sandwich in between. Then you got the Big 12 and the Pac and the Tupac. Now. You can't stand the Big 10. I cannot stand Ohio State. Most Ohio State fans though. Okay, yeah, true. USC, I always forget. USC and Notre Dame are rivals. They usually play every year. Ohio State, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. And Clemson, yeah. So like, I guess you guys don't get it off easy all the time, but yeah. Ohio State, Michigan State can be kind of annoying. Even some Michigan fans can be pretty annoying, but I would say Ohio State easily is the worst fans. It's mainly because like they make fun of Michigan fans for going back in time to like saying like that they still have like the better record, which is true, but yet then they'll do the same exact thing, and say like that you guys we won 8 straight against you guys, and then you can't be talking anything. Like it's so dumb on what logic Ohio State comes from and why Ohio State is always like the most hated school. Yeah, playing away at Clemson is always tough. Yeah, I think you guys because I think you guys played home against Clemson. You guys killed them last year. I know that. I know Ohio State had a rough time with you guys for a little while, but they ran away with it, and then you guys got killed by USC. 38-yard attempt to possibly put the nail in the coffin. Let's see. And it's good. So an 11-point game. Georgia Tech has no timeouts left. This probably is the game, but we'll see if they score again to at least cover the spread. Oh yeah, Caleb Williams. He's really good. I really don't know about him winning the Heisman. Like there really wasn't like a notable Heisman Trophy winner, I would say, last year. Blake Corum should have been in the top 4 as well, and he got injured against Illinois. I know I'm kind of saying that like I'm kind of being a homer, but I'm kind of saying though, like he was in the Heisman picture for a while, but yeah, no, I wasn't trying to say that. And plus, I don't really know many. That was like one of the only few notable players that were in like the Heisman picture that I actually knew. Yeah, there really wasn't anyone that I really could know. Plus, there really was like it was all I think it was all quarterbacks, right? It was Max Duggan, it was C.J. Stroud, it was Caleb Williams, and was it Bryce Young? I forget. Oh my God, that stadium, man, that is an empty stadium. There is no one there. There is nobody is there for that game. Granted, yes, it's Georgia Tech in Louisville and in a big stadium for NFL, but still, like, look at that. There is no one there. That is an empty stadium. Oh my Lord. What are you guys' thoughts? I'm just curious. What are you guys' thoughts on the ACC expansion? I actually think it's fine. I do think more teams leaving the Pac-12 are pretty. That's pretty good. Oh, sorry. Are you going to do the Baylor game, Caleb? I know you're. Yeah, because your dad is like the athletic something with them. Like last year he was with Miami, and then like in the past he was with like Syracuse. He was with West Virginia, I think. So Oklahoma, is that what it is? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to any games, but I'm going to go on like all over the place around where I live to see games with friends now. Oh, Marshall, that's right. I know somewhere in West Virginia. It's either West Virginia or Marshall. Yeah. Not sure how good Oklahoma's supposed to be there this year. They were pretty bad last year. Yeah, no, I was thinking it was either West Virginia or Marshall because I know you were. I forgot you were a big Marshall fan. I didn't even know you had a Longhorn shirt. Oh my God, Georgia Tech, man. Yeah, to be fair, I mean Caleb Williams leaving as well as like Rattler left to go to South Carolina, and then you also had Lincoln Riley leaving to go to USC. So that doesn't help either. Oh, that's really cool. Oh wow, what a catch! And my dad is praying for a touchdown right now in his sleep right now. My dad's sleeping. I wanted to see if he wanted to watch the rest of this game, just because he also bet this game. Because he has Oh well, thanks for the spoiler. That's good though. So my dad has the spread on Georgia Tech. Wow. All right, dude. Yeah. Okay. So for now on, if I'm watching this, don't spoil it because the thing's pretty behind for some reason. Because I'm watching this on a YouTube live stream, technically, because Spectrum's having a whole fiasco with Disney, and I can't watch ESPN anywhere, even though I have ESPN Plus as well, which is so dumb. Are they going for two? Yeah. Yeah, no, like first ABC is having issues with DirecTV Stream, so we swapped back over to Spectrum and plus it was cheaper. So yeah, yeah, I'm looking at yeah. I know my best friend his dad uses and his family uses YouTube TV usually to watch football games. Especially because he can do like he can like stream like because that's like the only way he can do he does Red Zone, NFL Red Zone. If you guys do not know, NFL Red Zone is amazing. Um I just wish Sunday Ticket wasn't so expensive. Cuz the problem I have with watching NFL is like I just want to watch my team. But I can't watch every Packers game cuz I don't get the stations for it. Like I get CBS and Fox obviously, but like the problem is like I'm not in the area for it. I'm not gonna tell you my area because I don't want to tell you guys that, but yeah, no. Because the last thing I need you guys to know is where I live, but yeah, yeah, I know. I'm just happy that we got rid of what's his face, Aaron Rodgers. I wanted him gone long before. Because the amount of I know yeah, well I know that. Yeah, because we're good because we were friends in school. We would talk about cars a lot and our YouTube channels back when we both used to do back when like we both used to do YouTube all the time and back when when I didn't even have this channel at the time. You would do store hunts and you would film yourself at Target looking for Five Nights at Freddy's figures and you would play Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff like that. Oh, I'm very excited for that game. I'm definitely gonna watch that game. I'm very excited for it. I'm also planning on if you wanna have a watch party, Caleb, Monday. We can do we can watch Clemson Duke because my dad has work the next day. He's a teacher and he's gonna be going on he has work that day. The next day, so he's not gonna be up late to watch that. I'll be up late to watch that. So yeah, we can have a watch party. I'll watch in my room on my TV right here. Yeah, if you guys are wondering, this is a 32-inch TV I have in my room, and I have my Xbox hooked up on it. But yeah, no, we can do that. That'd be fun. Oh, nope, Louisville got it. But so Georgia Tech's not gonna win, but they did score a touchdown though. That's gonna allow my dad to barely get the win because of that. I think yeah, because I think it'll actually be a decent. I think that'll be a close game actually. Oh yeah, I do actually have because I actually do want I want Duke to win because it's a good thing the game just the stream just got taken down for copyright. But Louisville's gonna win either way. Plan on watching Notre Dame, Tennessee State. Yeah, because that's your team. Yeah, obviously I watch your team. Oklahoma. Yep, because you know you're also Oklahoma. Penn State, West Virginia. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that game too because that's I want to check out the NBC broadcast with Big Ten. And then obviously, yeah, Monday Duke, Clemson, obviously, and then obviously also LSU, Florida State. I'm gonna watch that while I watch the NASCAR race as well. And then we also got then I got Michigan, East Carolina to watch. So, I don't think Penn State, West Virginia is gonna be I think it'll be an okay game maybe. I think it might either. I think West Virginia will either keep it close or Penn State's just going to run away with it. Which I just think West Virginia's just not good. I think Penn State's going to be pretty solid this year. But who knows? Because every single time Penn State's going to be good, they're just not. They're not going to like every single time Penn State says they're good, they always lose and then they blow it. Like, let's see, I think it was 2017, I think, when they played Ohio State, and they should have probably won that game. And they didn't. Was that in 2019, I think? Yeah, I think it was 2019. I forget, it was one of the two. Pull out real quick. I have so many hats. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the front here. There it is, right in the front. I'll wear this during the Clemson-Duke game. A Duke hat. My dad gave me this. Good hat. Interesting. Yeah, we should watch that and just like root against each other. I think that would be really funny. Are you still in your hotel, Caleb? Are you finally in your new house yet or not? Oh, you're in the new house. You just gotta unwind. Let's see. That's cool though. That's cool. At least you got out of the hotel. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and unless anyone here wants to like play something, I'll be down to play something. If not, then I'm probably just gonna get off. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, no, it's a good thing. I like how the stream ends like right when like the final play happens. Which is right on the onside kick. I find it funny. Now that's the exact moment they choose to take the stream down. It's right at the end when everyone's gonna leave the stream anyway. I don't think there's any other games. If so, they're all on like ESPN Plus, and they're all like really small colleges that no one cares about. I mean, yeah, I'm surprised Boise State's. I always thought Boise State was in like one of the big, like in the Power 5, but they're not. They're in the Mountain West. I always forget about that. Yeah, it's all like FCS teams and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think anyone really wants to watch that. That's bad football. I don't mind watching like FBS teams. It's like lower level. I don't mind watching those if it's like a close game. So. Well, yeah, no, Boise State I think definitely could be a team that could compete. I think like one of the few that I feel like that could. Yeah, but that's different too because they're also paying them a lot of money to do it. So, but yeah, those are FBS, but those are like smaller ones. Yeah, like Maction's always fun to watch on like because like it's on weekdays and stuff. So just like seeing some action is pretty cool. Just like have on for like an hour maybe if like you have like getting home from work you just want to put something on for like an hour or two to settle in. That's what Maction's good for. So, yeah, Northern. I remember Michigan played Northern Illinois 2 years ago, and we beat them 63-10, and that was the same quarterback that was on Michigan State the year prior, and they beat us by 3 points in the 2020 pandemic season, which I don't really even count that as an actual season. I mean, Ohio State played, I think, 5-6 games, I think. So. Oh yeah, I remember when that. I obviously remember that one because I was at that game. I was at the stadium. I was in the fourth row. I remember I got a picture with the quarterback. Shea Patterson, and then first play he fumbles on a QB sneak. We won that game, but man, we did not play well. And then yeah, I remember that one too. And Syracuse lost. That was a big upset. I think the crowd for Middle Tennessee they had like 12 fans I think. And they ended up rushing the field. Like the Middle Tennessee fans rushed the field afterward, and then yeah. And then and then Clemson. Oh yeah, and then Syracuse went on to beat Clemson that year. I forgot about that. Yeah. All right. So you guys. Okay. So I guess Notre Dame does play a decent schedule. They play a lot of ACC teams. I guess they play like a mix. So I guess they're not as bad. But I still feel like, though, I think they need to be in a. They need to be in a conference though. So, all right. That's just what I think though. But you're coming. This is also coming from an idiot who is a Michigan fan. But yeah. But yeah, I think if you guys are just going to play ACC teams, I feel like why not just join the ACC at this point? So, yeah. Plus, they're in the ACC and everything else except for football for some reason. It's so dumb because no other team has that. So, well, yeah, but that was also because of the pandemic year, and some teams didn't even play at all because of COVID. So. That's the main reason why they joined, and then they left it again. I think they should have just stayed, but yeah, I don't know. I just think it's dumb. Oh yeah, that's right. They Notre Dame and then the game before that, like during like the season, that was an amazing game between Clemson and Notre Dame in overtime. That was definitely the game of the year for 2020 if for like any 2020 games. It was that one and LSU Florida, I would say, was another great one. Cuz the college football playoff games both were terrible. I mean, in the national championship, you had a 7-win you had a team you had Ohio State who only played 7 games. That was also the random year where Indiana actually was good for once. And that was also the year where Michigan beat Rutgers in triple overtime. And then that was the game, in my opinion, that ended up starting the rise of Michigan football because that's when we brought in the starter, Cade McNamara. And now Joel, oh my god. I played too much Last of Us, I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying Joel. Joe Milton, the third, is now on Tennessee, is now starting there, and might actually go from a bust to a first round draft pick, maybe. First round, not first pick, but first round draft choice. Yeah, that was a crazy year. I mean, they upset Penn State in the first game. Even though I still think to this day he didn't get there. I think the ball barely touched out of bounds before he hit the pylon, but I don't really care. I don't really care for either team. Well, I respect Penn State, but it's mainly because one of my dad's good friends is a big Penn State fan because he went there. So, and then I remember Indiana just killed us. It didn't help. We had so many penalties. We had so many miscues, so many offsides penalties that game. I remember just watching them just tear us up. We were terrible. And Wisconsin was just awful. So. Yeah, no, Notre Dame I think actually is going to be pretty good though this year. I think they like being home against Ohio State is definitely going to be a key factor because it's tough to win at Notre Dame. It is not easy to win at Notre Dame. But yeah. I haven't seen those. I know Notre Dame does a weird have some really weird jerseys sometimes. I think the normal ones, just like the navy, like just like the all shiny ones. I think that's like the one I like. I really don't like it at times. Like occasionally, yes, they can look pretty solid, but most of the time, I think they get like when like teams like try to go with, like really weird alternative jerseys. I usually just don't like them. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it. I don't really like. White jerseys. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the. Oh, I thought you were talking about these ones. These ones are because if those are those all green ones, those things are awful. Oh my god, those things are bad. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the all green ones. I think the normal blue ones though are fine. Like let's see here. Like just these are good. These ones are good. I will say. I'm not a Notre Dame fan, but I will say those are good jerseys. But I forget what the away jerseys look like. Yeah, no, the normal home uniforms, those are great uniforms. So those are classics. Um, yeah, the problem I have like that's another problem I have with like Oregon, for example. Like, yeah, the white with gold, yeah, those are good too. Yeah, oh yeah, these I found them. These ones are good too. Just like just plain and simple. Like you don't need to always go crazy. Like that's the problem. Like sometimes though they can look better though. I will say Michigan going with blue pants instead of like I really don't like the maize pants with the white jerseys for Michigan. Actually, honestly, I just think the blue pants just look better because mainly because it matches with the number really well. I think it's a good clash together. I don't really like and the all white is decent too, but I would rock the blue pants if I'm going for away uniforms nowadays. And then you keep the blue jerseys with the maize pants. You cannot mess those up. Those are perfect uniforms. I will say though, for an alternate uniforms, if you're going to wear them once a season, I really want to see. Like, I really wish they did this for the maize out game. They wore the all maize uniforms, like they wore like the like they that's what they wore during Michigan Florida in 2017. I really wish they did that because I actually don't mind those uniforms. Those actually look pretty decent. But it's mainly because yellow is my favorite color, so and navy blue is also another one of my favorite colors as well. Yeah, no, I do like the maize ones though. Yeah, those are weird. It was like the pinstripe ones because they played that game in Yankee Stadium. It was these were weird. Oh my god, voice crap. Yeah, these were weird. It's because the game was played in Yankee Stadium. It was like the Shamrock game against Syracuse. It was. I remember watching that game, and that was a beatdown. I was disappointed. I was expecting a lot better of a game than what it really was. But in 2018, Notre Dame was really good that year too. I'm just gonna look at some really weird. Let's hear. Like, what are Oregon's uniforms this year? Because they change up their uniforms every single game. It feels like, and yeah, I really don't know. Like the all yellow on these with like the really weird green. Those look terrible. Like it's gotta be like a good yellow that's like all together. Like Michigan's maize, those are really good because they're not complete eyesores either, in my opinion. Like you can't go with like a vibrant yellow as your main look because as like your main like primary color for like a uniform. It's fine if it's secondary, but if it's primary, it's terrible because it's just like eyesore. Like these for example, these are terrible. Those are terrible. Even like the all green, I'm not a big fan of either. I will say the white look that they had against Ohio State, that was a good look, though, for Oregon. Oregon. Same thing with, like if I'm gonna rock, like, an Oregon look for, like, their, like, modern day look, I would go with these, but you also have but you have, instead of the wings on the side, you have just the normal O on the side. Like that, I think I prefer the O on the side like that, but you have the modern day jerseys that are all dark like that. I think those are pretty good. Texas BYU. Yeah, that'll probably be an interesting game because Texas usually is overrated in my opinion. You know, Oregon's weird. Like, it's either something like Oregon either has like a really cool jersey occasionally, or they'll just have the most, like, they'll have like the weirdest and worst jersey ever. Sorry. Texas will win the Big 12 this year. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they were 8-5 last year, so who knows? Yeah, Washington actually is supposed to be really good. I was not expecting that. I mean, they're number 10 in the nation, and they could be pretty. Yeah, I heard they're supposed to be pretty dangerous this year. Thankfully, we don't play them. We played them in 2021 where they lost to Montana. So. Yeah, I mean, every single time you guys say that you're back, you end up playing terrible the next year. Like when you guys beat UGA, and then you end up. Yeah, no, Colorado's gonna be over. I definitely think it's overhyped as well. I think TCU might smoke them. I will not be surprised if that happens. Yeah, we'll see. You never know. It's college football. You never know. Yeah, don't be like those Cowboys fans either. Yeah. Yeah, no, the Cowboys easily have probably some of, if not the worst fans. Them and like the Eagles and stuff like that. Yep. Yep. All right, all right. Say what you will, but don't say. All right, say what you will, but don't say we didn't warn you that if they end up going 6-6. I'm just hoping this year at least we see a good Red River shootout. And yes, I said shootout because that's the actual name. I'm not saying rivalry. I think that's lame. Even though it's alliteration, I think shootout sounds way cooler. Kansas State wins the Big 12 championship. You'll delete your YouTube channel. Oh, over Texas. Oh, okay. Well, Texas didn't even make the Big 12 championship. I mean, I think TCU is going to be overhyped as well. I think that was just like a lucky year they had, and so we'll see. Yeah, no, I was disappointed with last year's. I was really hoping because the Red River Shootout is one of my favorite rivalries in all of college football. Like aside from Michigan, Ohio, like if I'm not counting a Michigan rivalry game, I would say that's my favorite one or the Iron Bowl. Like if I can't pick either Michigan, Ohio State, or the Iron Bowl, I gotta go with that one easily. I always look forward to that one because it's always usually a shootout for the most part. It's always high scoring. But yeah, no, Michigan, Ohio State's easily the biggest rivalry. Like they have to play the game at noon because of how many fights there are, because of how heated the fans are. That's why it's the biggest rivalry and why it's the best rivalry in college football. There's always a fight usually during the game as well. There's always tempers flaring everywhere. It is the biggest rivalry without a doubt. Because it's also just got the tagline. It's just the game. Like, it is the game of the weekend. That's why it is the biggest game. But, yeah. Yeah, no, Thanksgiving too. Yeah, no, it's always great. Yeah, I'm really hoping Michigan pulls through again. Like, to me, Michigan Ohio State is like, if we beat Ohio State, that's our national championship. I know it's sad to say that, but hey, like just like the amount of happiness me and my dad have when we beat Ohio State though, the last 2 years, like it just feels like we won the national championship no matter what. Like 2021, I said to myself, it would remind me of the miracle on ice. It reminded us of how we finally beat after Ohio State kept beating everyone, and we kept losing to them constantly, and then we finally pulled through and won. It felt like it was this. We won, like we had a miracle on ice, and then we won the championship to finish the job for the Big Ten. Yeah, no, back-to-back wins. That was the first time in this entire household, my family's living in this household, that we saw a Michigan Ohio State game win in the shoe. And only the third time it's ever happened in this household in general, technically. Well, technically only the second, technically, because my dad, we were out of town in 2011 when Michigan beat Ohio State. Denard Robinson played his heart out in 2011. I miss Denard Robinson. He's a legend. He was so good. Like, first play he played back in, I think, 2010. He ended up taking it to the house on a QB sneak. Or a QB design run, at least. And that's how he ended up on the cover of this game. Yeah, no, I hate Michigan State as well. I don't even think they're really that good either. I think Mel Tucker is going to be overhyped. And I don't know why they're paying him $96 million. Mel Tucker is not a good coach. Look, he had one good season, and that was 2021. Even then, even though he beat Michigan, he still didn't even make it to the Big Ten championship, and Michigan was the one who made it in because his defense sucks. They did nothing against Purdue, and they did nothing against Ohio State. Like, they allowed 49 points that game, and now they just are terrible. Granted, yes, they did win, what was it, the Sugar Bowl against Pitt? But still. But even then, Pitt didn't even have, yes, I know they didn't have Kenneth Walker, but Pitt didn't even have their quarterback, Kenny Pickett. So, but yeah, ultimately, it was, Michigan State, I think, is me overhyped. I'm going to be out of town, though. I'm going to be watching that game a few hours away from my house, because my dad is, me and my dad are going to go out because, my dad's good buddies is when he's in town from another state, and he's going to be rolling in, and we're going to all hang out. So that's very exciting as well. Michigan State, I don't think is going to be that good this year. Like, honestly, I'd say the games I'm most worried about, aside from Ohio State, as a Michigan fan going into them, let's see here. Like, I was originally going to say Nebraska and Minnesota, but after judging how those games went, those games should be pretty fine. So I think right now we're probably going to be off to an easy 8-0, I would say. Like, we play Rutgers at home at noon. That should be an easy game. Nebraska, I don't think should be too bad. That's a noon game too, so that should be fine. We got Minnesota. That should be fine as well. I don't think Minnesota's good either. I mean, we'll see though. I mean, they both just played each other yesterday, and both teams looked like they were terrible. Minnesota did win in a miraculous comeback though, but still. Not sure how good Purdue is, plus we're at home that game, so that should be fine. I would say the games I'm most worried about are the last three games. Penn State on the road Granted, it is a noon game, but it's still always what Penn State usually is always a tough game usually, especially when you play at Happy Valley. If you play at Happy Valley, it's never easy no matter what. Maryland, mainly because I just think Maryland might actually be decent, and judging how we played last year, I'm not sure. I think. Wait, I don't really know if Tua's brother is the starting quarterback anymore for Maryland. I think. I think he. I'm not sure. I think he graduated. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he did. I don't know. And then obviously Ohio State always gotta do that. So yeah, no, I always forget that. I always yeah no, but they were in the. Let's see here roster. Oh nope, he's still there. Nope, to his brother is still in. Is still They are still there. And then Ohio State, obviously. So, I really don't think Michigan's schedule is gonna be too bad. Um, but that's just looking at the preseason. I mean, we're gonna be coming into. I mean, first game's tomorrow. We'll see how everyone is. If everyone can stay healthy, I think this could be a really good team considering most of the players we already know because we have 81% of our team back from last year. Many of them are staying for their senior years. Like Blake Corum, obviously he's staying. We got Donovan Edwards back, and I think he'll probably stay another season as well after Corum graduates. McCarthy, I think, might stay again. And plus, even then, in 2024, we're getting a lot of prospects as well. So I think overall, we are going to be, I think we're coming back. I think Michigan, actually going to be making their comeback to hopefully the glory days and back in the 90s. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I know I talked a lot more than I thought I was going to, but, it's fun to chat with y'all. Who knows when I'll stream again, but yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk